Marvel Legends, SDCC exclusive, Deadpool, Hydra Bob, 2-pack. Let's get it. What is good, my peeps? It's the Ruckus back at you again with another action figure review. This time we're coming at you with an SDCC exclusive. That is San Diego Comic-Con. Yep, back in July, and it's October, I know, but that's how Hasbro does it these days. They don't have product on site anymore. You order it usually through some type of QR code that is relegated for San Diego Comic-Con attendees, at least during that week. And then they provide an opportunity for others to be able to acquire product that was exclusive to SDCC somewhere down the line a few weeks later. In this instance, it was Hasbro PulseCon. Anyway, we've got the 2-pack. You see what we got going on. It is Deadpool and Hydra Bob. This is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, so it has a little bit more than the typical action figures sets and just, what we've come to expect, unfortunately, from Marvel Legends. And what I mean by that is because this is an exclusive, they're rocking many accessories, and I'm going to go through them right now. Some of them are legit. They're all legitimate accessories, but some of them, we are talking about Deadpool here. So you know there's going to be a degree of silliness going on. You have to know that going in. And we're going to kick it off with some of that silliness by peeping out the pink rocket launcher bazooka with a powder blue boxing glove. You've got some elements of white there. So yeah, we've got that. That's a silly one. Something that's not so silly, what kind of silly, is this bow staff. Now you're saying, why is it kind of silly? That's because this is basically inspired by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And you see it's molded in a caramel brown. It's got some elements of purple in there. So we'll move that out the way. And we've got a set of nunchucks that are straight. We've seen these before with Shang-Chi. And it is basically molded in a charcoal or maybe it would be gunmetal gray. And it's got a rustic type of color around it. The ends have got the handles at the end. The ends of the handles have like wolf's heads or dragon head. I think that's what it is. So we'll take that away, and we get a second set of nunchucks. Also, we've seen these before in Shang-Chi, and it's basically the same thing. Only these, we're rocking that L. This is so you can have somebody hold the nunchucks under their arm. So we get rid of that. We have a briefcase here. It's got the Hydra logo in there, so you know this is specifically for Hydra Bob. And it does open up, if I can get it to do that. It does open up. Where you at there? Open up for me. There we go. And you see it's filled with artifacts. I believe that's the Wand of Watum in there. And some other things. There's a banana. It's wild. It's got all kinds of stuff, a coffee thermos, and a couple other things. And the Wand of Watum is in there. See, element of silliness. Element of silliness. Put that away. We've got other things here. We've got a lightsaber or energy sword. We've seen this style of energy sword most recently with the Cersei Black Knight Avengers 60th Anniversary 2-pack. You see it's the energy end of the weapon is translucent red, and the hilt is just a gray plastic. We get a second one, I guess, so these two can duel, and it's the same design, only the energy end is a fluorescent blue. So we've got that. Then we also have a pair of katana for Deadpool. They're molded in plastic. We've seen these before, and the hilts look very nice. You know, they've got blue in there and some pattern in there, so that's pretty cool as well. Got a couple of those. Continuing on with the weapons, and we've got this Uzi style weapon, basically green and black, looking pretty nice there. Color still trips me out that it's that color. We also have this like a submachine minigun, kind of sort of molded in the same thing. So you've got that. Then we have 1 and 2, a pair of sidearm pistols. I don't know what they're called. I'm not up on my weapons like that, but you can see what they are. I'll try to see if I can get us closer up so you guys can see it. All of you weapons enthusiasts might be able to clue me in on what it is. I don't know if this is going to help out, but we'll see as I try to get it a little bit closer and clearer. It's not working out for me. Here we go. We're starting to come into focus now. There we go. So that's what those firearms look like. So maybe you guys can tell me what that's all about. Put that aside, and final set of weapons that we have. Get us back in focus with the 2 back there. We've got a set of size, and they're molded in a gunmetalish gray, and you see the red hilts there. So then, yeah, that's what we got for Hydra Bob. Picking him up right there. He comes with an additional set of fists. That's the only set of hands he comes with. Deadpool, on the other hand, comes with all kinds of crazy fists. And we're going to get in close so we can see what's going on with that. Here's that pointer close up. And of course, you know, he's got an additional one. So there are 2 of those. Another crazy hand he comes with is a thumbs upper hand. This is for the right. And for the left, he's got a peace sign hand. So he's got that. He does have 2 fists. Comes with. And he also comes with 2 C gripper hands, and also pulled one off just so I can double up on them, 2 trigger finger hands. And finally, the last thing is that additional head sculpt. We've seen this before in the Juggernaut Wave Deadpool, which was not the first Deadpool, but definitely in the new era, and it was very, very popular. It was rare and went high on the market, but yep, that's it for all the accessories. We'll give you a quick 360-degree look at both the figures. Like I said, real quick. We've seen a Hydra agent's uniform before, and of course we've seen Deadpool ad nauseum since he hasn't really changed his style in what 30 years. But yeah, that's what we got going on. They're both on body molds that we know good and well. Deadpool is on the Renew Your Vow Spider-Man buck, which is arguably the best buck that Hasbro Marvel Legends has. And Hydra Bob is on a modified Spidey 2099 buck. Modified because it's got pinless elbows and knees. So that's very good. That's a very good buck. And when they modify it with up-to-date arms and legs, you can't really go wrong, because the body, that particular buck is great, especially when it comes to the butterfly joints. And since I ended the last segment talking about Hydra Bob, we'll kick off the close-ups with our boy Robert here. Not going to go crazy. Like I said, we've seen these body molds before. So I'm just going to check out the enhancements to this particular buck. And what we're well, first let's take a look at the entire sculpt and body right there. You know, we've got the Hydra Bob with that grin and typical Hydra uniform. We've seen this before, twice before, as a matter of fact. In fact, I'll dare say I've got to say twice before, 3 times before, quite frankly. Back in the Captain America, I believe it was the Mandroid Build-A-Figure from way back in the day. Then a Hydra Toys R Us 2-pack, and then the Hasbro Pulse Army Builders. And now we've got Hydra Bob. And the only time we've had Hydra Bob before was an additional head sculpt that came with the Deadpool that you could convert a Hydra agent into Bob. So we did have that. We've got, you see, like I said, basically the same green and yellow. We've got the logo there on the left side of his chest, the H, basically black, and the H is silver, and it's basically molded in silver, and the background is black. So there you have it right there. Nothing going on in the back. You see he's got his utility belt there with all the pouches, and the pouches have spots of paint on them so you can see the buttons. So that's pretty good. Now, as far as what I wanted to show you guys dealing with we'll call them enhancements, and that's these butterfly joints. This is crazy because these butterfly joints, look how far back Bob can draw. That is crazy. As far as our clap test, the harness is going to get in the way. So you're not going to get anywhere near a clap, but that's what you get right there. So, yeah, pretty good. But, yeah, and everything else is basically, essentially the same when it comes to articulation. Wade Wilson, a.k.a. Deadpool. Once again, he's on the Spider-Man Renew Your Vows buck, so you know what to get there. Excellent articulation all around, and that includes toe articulation, as you can see there. So, yep, he's got everything that you could basically want as well. He doesn't draw back as far, even though he's got butterfly joints. But he does draw back, and because of the harness, that's the most you're going to get in terms of the clap. But he's basically, you know, molded in red with black, as he always has been. His belt is molded in it's a brownish color, and he's got his Deadpool logo there, dead center of the belt. The buckle itself is painted black. He's got silver paint to show the clasps and buttons on his pouches. So he's got that going on. The same thing with his right leg accessory there. Same thing, molded the same way, and it's got the silver paint. Cool. And then, of course, that harness is because that's where he carries his katanas. So that's what he got going on. Head sculpt, he's got the squinty eyes this go round. So, yeah, that is our Deadpool. I'm not going to go over and have these guys pose with everything they came with. You saw that segment. They come with a lot. We'll be here all day if I try to do that. So what I will do is give you one display. We'll call it the silly segment. And then we'll do a little something else. So there you have it with Wade and his 2 pointing fingers. And you got Bob there with the pink bazooka and powder blue boxing glove. And here's a scene of them double fisting their firearms. Next, we'll compare our 2-pack with former iterations of the characters. The 2-pack versions are on the inside there. They're flanked by their counterparts. The funny thing is both of the older versions of these characters are on the Bucky Cat body mold. So that's what you got there. You see there with Hydra Bob, the first, I can't tell you which Hydra soldier this is. I've gotten basically confused. The only way I'll be able to tell, I believe this is the Army Builder. There are two patches there, and I think that was the difference. I could be wrong. It could be that the Army Builder didn't have the patches because they were cheaper and they wanted to skimp on paint. Once again, I don't know. The only way I'll be able to tell is for me to open up one of my Army Builders that I have, that I still have sealed. Yeah, I still have some sealed. I've got plenty of Hydra soldiers, so I didn't need to use them all. And you see the differences in color with the two Deadpools. The older Deadpool that I'm using is a brighter red, but they're essentially, and you see it's got a different harness, chest harness there that slings over diagonally, whereas our SDCC version just has shoulder pullovers. So my closing thoughts on the Hasbro Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Deadpool Hydra Bob 2-pack. It's what you would expect it to be in terms of the silliness factor, for sure. But I've got to say, we'll start with the accessories. They just straight blessed us. We got laced with crazy amounts of accessories, and a lot of them were silly, but we're talking about Deadpool and Hydra Bob, so silliness is to be expected. We've got two great bucks for both figures. Deadpool on the Renew Your Vows buck, and Hydra Bob on the modified Spidey $29.99 buck or Sunfire buck, whatever you want to call it. But it's great, especially the butterfly joints. The distance by which Bob can rear back is just incredible. Definitely the best that Hasbro has done, and pretty nice there. Like I said, the accessories are just crazy. Yeah, this is definitely a Comic-Con exclusive. This is Comic-Con exclusive worthy. That's what I'm thinking right here. Yes, we've gotten Deadpool a million times before. Yes, we've gotten all kinds of versions of Hydra agents. One thing I will say about that, though, with this release, we may see Hydra agents again because of this improved body mold with the updated extremities. So we might be augmenting our Hydra army again and enhancing, because they will be better bucks. So there is that. Anyway, that's going to do it. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this 2-pack? Did you order one if you attended Comic-Con? Did you order when they had it available during their PulseCon not that long ago? The accessories are crazy. Do you like the accessories? Do you think they went a little bit overboard with the silliness factor? What, let me know what you think below. Subscribe to the channel, and if you want to be notified when I upload another video, hit the bell while you're down there. And guys, that is how it gets done.